Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namaste Namagacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaurakata Damadaya Nagara Tarine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you and welcome all devotees on behalf of Radha Govinda Temple, Kulai and Namanishta Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So, exactly, dot 7:30. But yesterday, I don't know how many of you attended. Yesterday was the turning point. Yesterday was the beginning of Jnana. But what did we learn yesterday? That is extremely important and that is what extremely difficult practically. That is, we all are slaves, we can say, to the three modes of material nature, guna, three gunas, sattva, raja, tamo. And, like very rarely, like 6.4142 we studied. In the previous birth, one who had transcended the great yogis, for any reason, if they have not reached the Lord's abode or Devaloka, wherever, but for some reason, if they have come back to this Borloka, only they will be born in the aristocrat family or they will be born in the devotees family. So they get a lot of opportunity to transcend this mode. Even if there are, even if they are in the mode of goodness, most of us are in the mode of goodness only because every living entity is action-oriented. Goodness is action. Goodness means mode of passion. Passion means action. So we all do every day various activities. So that means we all are in Rajaguna. So the whole game is how to transcend from this Rajaguna to Sattva Guna. Then from there, how we can transcend to Vishuddha Sattva. There is only one thing and one formula. That is devotional service. We have to do devotional service. So devotional service to whom? How we have to do devotional service? How we can, reach Lord's abode? That is told in today's chapter. So only formula to transcend from one mode to another mode is the devotional service. And devotional service we have already seen. 9 process. Process means systematically one after the other will follow. And 9 types. Nava Vida Bhakti. In 9 various types we can do this Bhakti, devotional service. That is Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Then Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. 9 types, okay? But it starts from Shravanam. So devotional service starts from Shravanam. Okay? So because Shunvatam Swakatam Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtanaha Kridayantasya Abhadrani Vidunoti Suhursatam Shunvatam Swakata Krishna. By hearing Krishna's Katha, Swakatha, about him. Punya Shravana Kirtanam. This is where the activities of any human being starts. We have to start from Shravanam. If we do that, what will happen? What is the prayojana? Process is Chunvatam Swakatam Krishna. Our Sambandha is Krishna Swakata. What will happen, Priyojana? Hridayantasya hya abhadrani. All those abhadras, what are all there in our kalmasha, we say. What are all in our hridaya? That will be vidunoti sugrutsata. It will be washed away. So what are those things in our heart to be washed away? Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Madha, Matsarya. These are the 6 anarthas are there in our heart. That will be cleansed off. When we hear. What to hear? Krishna Katha. So today we are going to see how the devotional service has to be done. So yesterday we saw 3 modes. Anybody, whoever had reached Lord's abode, they had transcended these 3 gunas. Why? Very simple. See, with great difficulty, actually we came from there only. And reason also yesterday I told. Because of slightest envy comes in our mind, Lord understands everything. He sends us down. Oh, you want to enjoy? You are not able to enjoy here. Go down and enjoy. For your enjoyment, I have created such a beautiful material world. So go and enjoy. Okay? So with great difficulty, we had come. Once by, like a Lord's grace, we reach there. Once we reach there, we will never come back. That is there. But after going there, to live happily, we have to go with the Vishuddha Sattva, no? Only then we can live there happily. So that is why. Main objective of going there back is what? Jivera Swarupa Hoye Krishnera Nitya Dasa. We have to serve the Supreme Lord. The whole relation in the transcendental platform, that is in the spiritual world. What is that? The served. Krishna is the served. We are the servant. So we have to serve Krishna. How can we serve unless and until we are in Vishuddha Sattva? We cannot serve, no? That is why we have to purify ourselves. We have to come to the level of Vishuddha Sattva. Then only we should go. So Krishna told yesterday, if you have to come to my abode, you have to first transcend from one mode to another. In 17th chapter and tomorrow's chapter also, we will see whatever work we do in 3 modes, like yajna, dana, tapa. All of activities, whatever we do, they are of 3 types. They are dependent on only 3. Either we will do yajna, right from eating is yajna. What we eat is a yajna to our belly. So anything we do is yajna. Then what do we do? Tapa, austerity, and Dhanam, charity. So all the fruitive activities are based on 3 things. Yajna, Dana, Tapa. And fruitive activities, just now I said, fruitive activities are unmotivated. We expect something and do. Is it not? So if we expect and do any yajna in the mode of Sattvaguna, Tamoguna, Rajoguna. So what will happen? Whatever we eat also is divided into 3 gunas. Person who is in Sattvaguna, what will he eat? Tamoguna, what will he eat? Sattvaguna, what will he eat? So everything we will see tomorrow. But yesterday we learnt about 3 modes of material nature, how this whole material Prakriti, this Prakriti is, Prakriti is mixed with 3 kinds of guna. So the moment living entity comes in contact with the material nature, the gunas take over that material living entity. And we all have to act according to guna. One more important thing we saw was, generally, there is a tug of war between the 3 gunas. Sometimes sattva is prominent, so other 2 take a back seat. Similarly, Rajo sometimes takes the, is very prominent or very active, the other 2 will take a back seat. Generally, if you see, a day, 24 hours, is divided into 3 prahar. The first prahar, first 8 hours from morning, 3 o'clock to. So that is Sattva Guna. The reason being, when we get up in the morning after the sleep, maybe the deep, sleep, Turiya Avastha, so many Sushruti Avastha, Swapna Avastha, which Avastha we slept, we don't know. So we are generally considered, it is taken for granted that morning when we wake up, we are in Sattva Guna. So during that time, it is actually meant for devotional service. We will be chanting Brahma Muhurta. Srila Prabhupada, every Acharya says chanting has to be done early in the morning. Because in Brahma Muhurta, if you do, the traffic jam no, in our mind and brain, that is less. So we can concentrate and do chanting very focused. That is why we say. In the afternoon, when we see the next 8 hours, it is always action oriented. Everybody will be in office, and at the end of finishing the day or lunch hour, we all sit together. We know that a prajalpa takes place. So mainly action, afternoon. In the night, when we come, we all are very tired. We keep looking for a, when will I go to bed? That is that intention. So the last 3, prahar 8 hours is known, generally, it is what is prominent? Tamoguna. Okay. So now, after learning tomorrow, only devotional service will help us to transcend this mode. There is a beautiful verse. What is that? Yesterday or day before, we saw, no? Dharmaswa nishtita pumsam vishwaksena kata suyaha na utpadayet yadirati shramayevaihi kevalam. All the activities what we do in the whole day, it is simply shramayevaihi kevalam. Just a waste of effort and time. When, how? If those activities do not aim at creating, that is na utpadayet. These activities, if they do not create what we can call attraction for listening to Krishna Katha, Shunvatam Sokatha Visa. So all the activities what we perform morning to night should at least attract us to listen to the Krishna Katha. If it does not do, all those activities are Shramayevaihi Kevalam. Simply mere useless work, Srila Prabhupada. I mean, the translation is simply doing the useless work. But what we are supposed to do instead we are supposed to do those activities which will be Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. The next verse only, the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 2nd chapter. That says, Atapumbir Dvija Sreshta. I told you, everybody is born twice. The Brahmana, the Vaishnava. Okay, Vaishnavaya are above Brahmana. They are born twice. One for the biological mother and father. The second time they are born when they take initiation from the Guru. Their naming ceremony takes place, right? So, Atta Pumbir Dvija Sreshta. Those people are known as Sreshta people who have taken initiation from Guru. What happens? Atta Pumbir Dvija Sreshta Varnashrama Vibhagashaga Swanishtitasya Dharmasya Dharma. So, whatever one is supposed to, on what activities one exists, that is Dharma. Brahmana's dharma is patanam. Kshatriya's dharma is administration, protection and welfare activity. Vaishya's dharmas are agriculture, trade, transport, etc. Like that, everyone's dharma, that is religious or the basic activities by which they exist. Those swanishritasya dharmasya, that should be for the pleasure of Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. So we have to perform these activities in Sattva Guna. That is what is mainly told here. Okay. So now today it's a very, very, very important chapter. We will see that. Oh, where is it? PPT. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yes. Just confirm whether I'm audible or my screen is visible. Everything you confirm, and then we will take on today's chapter. Okay. Today's chapter is Purusha Uttama Yoga. We all know who is the Purusha Uttama. Towards the end of this chapter, we will study how many types of people are there. But in the beginning, very important, the whole material world. Yesterday we talked about material world and 3 gunas in the material world. So this material world where we live is compared to an inverted, upside down, inverted banyan tree. Banyan tree, we all know in Vedas, like everywhere, the banyan tree plays a very significant role. So this banyan tree is, this material nature is compared to a banyan tree, which is upside down. What is when we're upside down? Generally, the root is below the earth. But when we say upside down, the earth is towards the sky. And the leaves and branches, it will look like as if it is hanging from the top. See, when you see the, reflection of a tree in the water body, any water body, if that on the bank of the water body, there's a big banyan tree. Imagine if that reflection is on the water, how will it look? It will look upside down. Fruits will be upside, branches will be looking downwards. So that is what everything in this world, what we do is upside down. It's by nature, it is like that. So, Urdhva Pakshi, Bhagavan Uvacha, Krishna is telling Arjuna, Arjuna, Urdhva Moolam Adashakam. Urdhvam Moolam. What is Urdhvam? Urdhvam is upside. Yesterday also we saw, no, in Sattva-guna, Urdhvam Tishtanti, Sattva-guna people, Rajas Tishtanti, Martirloka, Gachanti Tamasaha. Gachanti means downwards. Animal planet, kingdom, who? Tamoguni people. So Urdhvam is upwards. Moolam means what? What is a moolam? Root. Moolakaran, we say root cause. So Moolam is root and Urdhvam is up. So this roots are upwards and the branches and the leaves are downwards. Ashwatam Prahur Avyayam. Chandamsi Parnani, yes, tam Veda Savedavit. This is what told in the tree, in the Vedas. About this tree, in Vedas it is told. So one who knows about this tree very well, what are all compared to the branches, what are the tip of the leaves, what are the leaves compared to, all these things, if a person knows, he is said to be knower of the Vedas. Okay, so the Supreme Personality of Godhead told Arjuna, it is said that there is an imperishable banyan tree. Banyan tree is never perishable. One tree, if it comes, so many trees will come. There is one place in Bahrain. There, in that particular place, there will be more than, at least hundreds of banyan trees are there. So one tree comes automatically because the root comes from the branch only, the root comes again, another tree comes. It is like that. So it's very difficult to understand where the tree starts, where the tree ends. It's not at all possible. In management and all, this is compared to grapevine. That rumors, where from they started, where it ended, nobody can understand in big organizations. So it is like that. This tree, banyan tree, is compared to this. This material nature is compared to the upside down inverted banyan tree, where we cannot understand where the roots are coming from, where it ends, where are the branches, nothing. But it is compared to the roots of these trees are going upwards and its branches downwards, and the leaves are compared to the Vedic hymns. There are so many, 4 Vedas, Upanishad, Puranas, so many things are there. So all these leaves are compared to the Vedic hymns. One who knows about this tree, the beginning and the end, they are compared, they are told, they are compared, or they are said to be knowing the whole Vedas, because that's what is compared, no? So if they know about each and every leaf, that means what? They know about each and every hymns of Veda. So you can see that now the reflection is on the desire. Generally, the tree grows on the water. Water is needed. But this material world is compared to fully filled with desire. So what is the fertilizer? Who feeds this tree? How this tree is alive? How this tree is existing? Because this exists on the desire. We all, who all are in this material world, have some desire or the other. Whole world functions on the desire. We go to see here also, we are sitting with some desire, but this desire is spiritual desire. We all go to office to earn, work. Why? With material desire. I have to take care of my family. That is there are three kinds of activities we saw. Fruitive activities are three types. One is towards the body, one is towards the society and the family, another one should be towards the soul. But unfortunately, we give importance to the first two. We don't even recognize the soul. Most of the people do not even know. Aham Brahmasmi. They say there is no soul will anything. I am Brahman. Everything. I am God in Kali Yuga. People say I am God. And they sit and people do Abhishekam for human beings. You all might have heard, seen also. They say, I am the God, I know everything, and you all worship me. They do arati for a living person. And they do full abhishekam for living person. They sit and enjoy. So that is what Srila Prabhupada says, if anyone claims like that, immediately we have to tell them to either annihilate the entire world and show, or tell them to create the universe. They will create some gold or something. They say they do something and show gold in their hand. They will show some currency notes in their hand, not all those things. Tell them to create a living being, living entity. Then show. Then we can at least to certain extent. Scientists claim they are the God. Can they create any living entity? How much ever they try, they cannot create a living entity. All this treatment, whatever it is, wherever we see new babies are, what do they call the treatment? IVF, right? There also, again, we need the seed. As the Lord said yesterday, Sarva Yonisha Kaunteya Murtaya Sampavantiyaha Tasam Brahmam Mahad Yonir. Aham bija pratapita. For every yoni, 84 lakh yonis are there. I give the seed for them, the Lord says. Nobody else can give, right? Okay. So people who have fallen in this material world, they are going up and down in this banyan tree. They are not able to cross over this banyan tree. So because they are trying to find out the beginning. Where is the beginning? Where is the end? But that is not at all possible, because this tree is so dense. Nobody can understand the beginning, or nobody can understand the end of this tree. Hare Krishna. So this is little philosophical, but once we understand, we will be able to understand what is devotional services. Okay, so the branches of this tree extend downward and upward, nourished by the three modes of material nature. So how come these trees are so, leaves are so green? They are living trees. How? Who fertilizes them? Who waters them? The desire is the water. And three modes of material nature, Sattva, Raja, Tamo, are the fertilizer. They are this tree is nourished by this. Now, this is an important thing. Twigs, the tips of the leaves, twigs are the objects of 10 senses. That is what, which is the attraction, the objects. See, we have seen in so many chapters before that we have seen 5 pancha senses we have. 5 karmendriya, 5 jnanendriya, and 5 senses. And these senses have got 5 sense objects. If you remember, this body is made up of 25 elements we saw. Pancha Mahabhuta, karmendriya, jnanendriya, and the sense objects. Sense objects are the eyes have got chakshu. This one, what is it? Ears have got shotram, hearing. Seeing for the eyes, for the skin, touch. Like that, we have 5 sense objects. So these objects are the twigs. Main reason for this desire. We get attracted. We create desire by seeing the sense objects. We see a big board. Then eyes see the board. So the board is the object. Immediately the mind wants to go there and enjoy in that place. We may be hearing some, music. that jazz, something. We heard it. That is, what is that? Hearing. Okay. And the mind immediately creates, the soul creates a desire that I want to go there. Mind makes plan how to go, in the morning to go, in the night to go. Same way for devotees. They see one a billboard. Bhagavatam Katha, 7 days is going to happen somewhere. So they saw with their eyes. Then their soul desires, I want to be a part of that Katha. Then the mind makes plan. How can I reach there? How can I go and how can I hear that? Who will drop me? How will I go? All these plans are made by thinking, feeling, willing is the function of the mind. And who implements it? Our legs. That is Karmendriya. Karmendriya takes us there to that place. We sit there and enjoy and come. So that is what the sense object. Sense objects are the root cause for creating the desires. And desires are the root cause for Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Because if there is any unsatiated desire is there, before the soul is the body, to fulfill that desire, the Lord will bestow us with that particular yoni of living, body, so that we satiate, we satisfy our desire. Okay. This tree also has roots going down. That's very important. So this tree also has roots going down. That is in this material world. The roots grow very stronger. Banyan tree, we know that the roots are very strong for a banyan tree. That's why people say we should not plant banyan tree in the societies, because the roots are, it may be a danger for the building also sometimes. And these are bound to be bound to the fruitive actions of the society. So every living entity in the society has to perform fruitive action. But gradually we have to come, or we have to elevate ourselves. Come from one level to another level is known as elevating, transcending from one mode to another. Deep desire, hankering. Yesterday we saw. What is a Trishna Sangena? Trishna Sangha is Rajoguna. Jnana Sangha is Sattva Guna. Pramada Alasya Nidrabhihi. Tamoguna, we saw, right? So every action is bound by one guna or the other. They are the fuel, like, okay? See, this is the upside tree. And in this material world, same tree will catch the root from the earth. So it is very difficult. Next verse, Krishna will say, how to cut this desire. If we get entangled in this tree, that means what? If we get entangled, if the soul is entangled in this material nature, doing one activity, one dharma will lead to another. Dharma here means the fruitive activity which is performed for the existence of any living entity is the dharma. Purushartha, they are known as dharma. Why do we do dharma? Why do we do, like, say for example, Brahmana, Patanam. Patanam, they have to teach. They go to college as a professors. Why do they go to college? To earn artha. What is artha? Lakshmi, money. So dharma, artha. Then economic development, kama. Kama is economic development. How do we develop the society? Yesterday we saw the basic kama is the sex desire. Kama, then the liberation. So dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These are the purusharth. Every living entity has to perform. One day or the other, finally we will all reach there. But if we undertake devotional service, directly we will go. We don't have to take birth again and again. We will be cut off. Today also we'll see how to cut off this tree. So Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. What did Krishna say yesterday? Amanitvam, Adambitvam, Ahimsa, Shantir, Arjavam, Acharya Upasanam. Then also he said, Akaituki bhakti we need to have. That bhakti we have to perform under the guidance and instructions, directions of a spiritual master. That's all. Okay. So now we will see next beautiful verse, how we can cut this. If it is, yeah, it is given. See, the real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world, because nobody can find out the beginning or the end. No one can understand where it ends or where it begins or where its foundation is. But with determination. So earlier also Krishna told, no, in the 6th chapter, with the detachment and determination, abhyasa yoga yuktena vairagyena cha, he told. So with determination, what is determination? Nishtha. Faith is, like a beginning. But Nishtha is the strong faith. Yes, I can do it. With that determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. So what is a weapon? We cannot, there is no knife. Okay? What is the weapon called? I don't know, for cutting. We have to cut this tree, this material, in this material world, that Ashwatha tree should be cut with detachment. Okay? So once what is detachment? Once again, leave everything, go to the Himalaya. Is it detachment? No. Krishna explained so well. Last, what did he say in devotional service? Bhakti. He said, do all the work. Do for me, even that is not possible. But he said, do only work for me. Fix your mind under my lotus feet, perform your activities. Not possible, follow the regulative activities. Ataitatabhya shaktosi. You are not able to follow the regulative principle also, no problem. Matkarma paramo bhava. Do the work for me. Now, after that, you are not able to do that also. Ataitatabhya shaktosi. Kartum matyogam ashritaha. Do one thing. Do whatever you want. But karma pala madhyoga ashritaha. Surrender under my lotus feet. That is what is devotion, he is saying, Krishna. But we are not able to do that also. So what happened? Detachment. Detach yourself from the karma pala. That's it. Do everything. Why did this happen to me? Don't even think. This is what the Lord wanted. Surrender the karma pala under his lotus feet. And so doing, by cutting this material, cutting this Ashwatha tree in this material world with the detachment, that means with the weapon of detachment, what will happen? One must seek that place from which, having once gone, you will never come back. Having once gone, we will never come back. Krishna told, Naitimameti so Arjuna. You will not come back. When? Janma karma chami divyam. One who understands my divya nature. My birth is divyam. My janma karma. My activities are divyam. Janma karma chami divyam. Evam yo veti tattvataha. One who knows this absolute truth, tattva, that I am the supreme. What will happen to them? Janmakarmache divyam evam yo veti tattvataka tektva deham punarjanmam. At the time of soul leaving the body, they will come to me, naiti mameti so Arjuna. They will not come back. So where from we are not going to come back? Once we reach our own original home. What is our original home? Goloka Vrindavana. Who is our original eternal father? Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So here also it is said that only. Once if you cut this tree with the weapon of detachment, automatically you will come to me. Because once you are detached, what will you do? What is detachment? You are surrendering the fruits under my lotus feet. That's what Krishna is saying. The only way to reach him, okay, from whom everything has begun and in whom everything will be abiding. So when the Srishi takes place, everything comes from him. When the Pralaya takes place, and everything abides in him. So we all will go to his abode and one never returns. We will never come back. Okay? Hare Krishna. So what is the formula? The formula is we all will be attached only. Don't think about the attachment or how to cut it. Very simple. If we try to detach, we cannot detach first because the mind needs action. That's the nature of the mind. Mind has to keep on thinking. There is no time when the mind is not creating thoughts. Okay, till the soul leaves this body. So what do we have to do? We have to divert these thoughts towards Param drishva nivartate. Vishayavini vartante viharase dehinaka. Rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishva nivartate. So all the activities, all the thoughts, we have to divert it towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then what will happen? Automatically detachment will take place. See, if you want to fill in a bucket or something, first you have to empty it. If we do not empty it, how can we stuff new things? So first we have to empty it. So what is emptying? Emptying is what we have to divert the attention from the mind, take out all the thoughts, put it under Krishna's lotus feet. Now it has become empty. Right? Now you bring in new thoughts. These new thoughts should be again only about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay, Hare Krishna. So this Ashwatha tree is imperishable. There is nobody can perceive its beginning or end. This tree is nurtured, nourished by the desire. That is why we are not able to cut this tree, because desiring is the nature of the soul. Because we all are part and parcel. And next verse is that only. Mamai Vamsho Jivaloke. Next we will see. We all are part and parcel of Krishna. He gives a lot of service to his devotees. Right? So that means he wants his living entities to go back to him. When he has got a lot of desire that my living entities have to come back to me, obviously we are part and parcel. We will also have the desire. So it's not that easy to cut off this desire. Okay? This is his sloka. Oh, that previous verse is not given. Natadbhase te suryo nashashanko napavakaha. Previous verse is not given. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha. Sangha means attachment. Nirmana moha. Moha has to be detached. Nirmana means detached. Moha, that the attachment should be detached. How can we do this? Asanga shastrena dridena chitva. Asanga, detachment. Shastrena, shastra means weapon. That weapon has to be detachment. Weapon, we have to dridena chitva. Dridena, with the full determination, we have to cut it off. Okay, then Krishna is going to tell, why do you have to do this? Why? Why do you have to do devotional service to me? What is the reason? In what way I am superior? I am telling you, do worship me, do devotional service to me. So from here it starts. This section is beautiful section. This section will help us to understand why the Supreme Lord is Paramam. We say no, Parabrahma, Paramdama. But Arjuna said in the 10th chapter, right? After the Chatushloki, Chatushloki Prayojana, 10.8, 9, 10, 11. After 4 verses were over, after the Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojana, everything Krishna told, immediately Arjuna said, Param Brahma, Param Dama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashwatam Divyam, Adidevam Aham Vibhum. You are the Vibhu, Vibhuti Yoga. Param Brahma, Param Dama, everything is you. Now I strongly surrender to you. Arjuna said, right? So that Parama, why he is Paramam, why is Dhamam is the superior, we will come to know. Natad Basayate Suryo Nashachanko na Pavakaha Yadgatvana Nivartante Tadama Paramamama. That abode of mind is not illuminated by the sun or moon. Our material world is illuminated by sun or moon, correct? In the morning, we need sun to illuminate this material world. In the night, we need the moon to illuminate this material world. Why? Because if the sun does not come, we full dark. We can't even see. From the sun only electricity is created. No sun, no light. No sun, no heat. How the water evaporation cycle, water cycle will take place. If the sun is not there, no grain, no food. Where did we say? Annad bhavati bhutani parjanya tanna sambhavaha. Annad bhavati parjanyo. That it say no, rain, do some yajna, to satisfy the devatas. They will give rain. Rain will give grain. Grain is, cooked for honoring, offering prasadam to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Offering boga, honoring prasadam. So, natad basayate suryo. In his world, in spiritual world, there is no need for the sun. Okay? Natad basayate. The illuminating sun is not required. Nashachanko. We don't need the moon also. Na pavakaha. See, we need water for producing electricity. Is it not? There nothing is needed. No sun, no moon, no water, nothing is needed. No electricity, that means. Yadgatvana nivartante taddamam paramam mama. Superior. Paramam means the supermost, superlative degree. That Parama, my Dhamma, my abode, wherein I reside, that is a Parandama. There is no need for sun, moon, or electricity. It is self-illuminated. Always it is illuminated. So now you see the light. Now you all want to go there or not? Now do you all believe that there is one Supreme Personality of Godhead? We have to go to Him. We have to reach His abode. That is our original ultimate destination, original home. Okay, this is by heart, this all of you. Mamai va amsha, jiva loka. Every living entity is mamai amsha, my part and parcel. Jiva bhuta sanatanaha. From we don't even know, from time immemorial it is existing. Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. This living entities are Sanatana. From Adikal, they are existing ever. There was no time when it did not exist. Managa Shashtan Indriyani. Oh, when you are my part and parcel, why are you suffering so much? Why are you struggling so hard? Why? Because Managa Shashta Indriyani, including the five senses. Mind is the sixth sense. Five senses we have, no? We know eyes, nose, ears, mouth, genitals, and skin. Five sense organs. And including Manaha, mind is the, uncontrollable sense, right? So Shashta, for five senses and one mind put together, Shashta Indriyani, Prakriti Sthani, Karshati. Karshati means suffering a lot, including the mind. All the five senses, including mind, the six senses, are suffering like anything. Why are they suffering? What is the need to suffer? Because they are conditioned. They are in this life. They have taken whether if it is a dog body, that also suffers. The street dogs, you see, street dogs suffer a lot. When it rains, they don't have shelter. When it is too hot, how many dogs die on the road? Peak winter and peak summer. So that is why, because they are in contact with the material nature. That means they have already the guna. The guna is embedded in them. When we come into this material world, the material nature, which has already got the gunas mixed in it, takes over us. That only controls us. That is the reason. Because of that, we suffer. So we all may be having doubt. If we are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, why are we suffering? We are suffering just because we have not transcended from the three modes of material nature. One who transcends, he'll be in Vishuddha Sattva. For him, there is no misery. For him, yesterday we saw Shita Ushna, Sukha Dukkha, Samasanga Vivarjitaha. Everywhere he is equipoised. He doesn't say it is too hot, it is too cold. He lives equally equipoised. Okay? Now, Shariram Yada Apnoti, Echapyutkramati Shwaraha. Grihit Vaityani Sanyati Vayur Gandhan Ivashayat. Vayur Gandhan Ivashayat. The air, wherever it passes through, it takes the aroma. And it goes. If it goes through a rose garden, when it passes through, the other person who is immediately after the rose garden, there is somewhere rose smell is coming, we say. Same way, holds good for their, what is that, Durvasana also. Whatever the air carries aroma, same way, this body carries the aroma of the soul. Whatever the soul desired, that soul takes the aroma into the next body. So whatever we desired in the previous birth, if it was not fulfilled, if the body, soul is leaving the body, unsatiated desire, it is known as unfulfilled desire. If the soul leaves, it will not leave the desires with the body to be burnt. It will take where they are engraved, where they are written in the mind. So it takes the mind, buddhi, that ahankar. Ahankar is somewhat, if you are not able to understand, you can, no, I mean, it's not really the chitta, but there is one aspect which is known as chitta. It is in between the soul and the mind. There is one element known as chitta. So when 24, you have 24 or 25 element, whatever it is. We have learned already. 4 5s are 20. Karmendriya, Jnanendriya, Mahabhuta and sense objects. Then mind intelligence, false ego. That false ego is that means false ego only absorbs the guna. Previous birth, whatever guna we had, same guna will be born. So the false ego absorbs this guna. So when we come into the contact of this material world, already we have got the guna. How this chitta has absorbed it. Okay, so Shariram Edavapnoti, the living entity in this material world carries his different conceptions of life from yoni to yoni to yoni to yoni. Prabhuji asked, how can, previous birth, it's not only previous birth. Some karmas are annihilated in every birth. The Lord gives opportunity to burn some karma. Thousands of karmas are still there in our chitta, prarabdha karma. Whenever the time comes, they will rectify. That means some seeds we may have seen, no. Whenever the rainy season comes, automatically some plants come. Tomato and all you see, automatically it will come when the season comes. That seed was inside the this one, earth, sand, mud. And when the water fell on it in the rainy season, it immediately caught nourishing. It came up. So similarly, the desires are there in everybody's chitta. It's written. Whenever the environment, how do we get the environment? The Lord sees, Supreme Personality of Godhead sees, oh, this is a deep hankering the soul has got for this desire. Immediately he will give ishara to the material nature. Okay, he will be unhappy otherwise. Give it to him, get lost, give it to him. He will suffer. That's why I didn't want to give. But he doesn't understand. Oh, usko pakad ke baitha hai, that desire. Give it to him, he will suffer later. So then immediately the material nature. Who is material nature? Durga Devi. Right? The material nature arranges. Dur means jail, actually. The so many, what is it? Chittur, where all these places you go, in Jhansi, there are so many forts, so they all call it as Durga, they call it as. Okay, so we all are in jail. Who has put us into this jail? Who put us into this jail? We only came on our own because of our desire. Only in this jail our desire can be fulfilled. So we wanted to come to this jail on our own. Okay, so the Durga Devi, she only will give the opportunity to fulfill our desire. So we all are carrying this vasana from birth to birth, yoni to yoni, as the air carries the aroma. Okay, so the soul. Did you understand why this yoni? Sometimes you feel Arjuna asked, no, Krishna, 2.36 or 3.36, I think. 3.36. He asked, oh, Krishna, I do not want to do sometimes some work. I know it is, it's not a pious activity. Sometimes some impious activities I am compelled to do that. Somebody pushes me to do it. Who is pushing? These three material modes of nature. They only push. Actually, Krishna tells the root cause is lust. Kama krodha vimuttaisha, that kama krodha. First root cause is kama. Because of the desire, you are impelled to do that. So many people I have seen, some people have this taking the things, wherever they see something, they have to take at least something or the other. This is in their nature. They have brought this. So wherever they will see something, whether it may be of use or immaterial, but they want to take it. That is in their nature. That is what the soul has brought from so many yonis it has brought. Okay, so now you see the living entity thus taking another gross body. When the soul is embodied into another gross body, if it takes a parrot body, the ears, eyes, nose, everything will be the parrots. It will not have a human ear, it will not have a human mouth. Parrot's mouth it will have, that is known as conditioned. So the soul taking any yoni, it takes that body, which is known as conditioned soul. The soul takes that form of particular body wherein the soul is embodied. Okay. Thus, he enjoys a particular set of senses. Obviously, so what is, if, as I told the parrot enjoys mango, fruits. So automatically it will roam, it will fly from tree to tree and start eating fruits. That is enjoying the desire. Sense object is the fruit here, you see. That is what sense objects attract senses. That which is second chapter, 1 verse we saw, no? Dhumrena Hyavaram, no, not Dhumrena Hyavaram. Manasastu Parabuddhir Manasastu Saha. Indriyana, Indriyatebhyo Indriyahi, yes. So that means the senses are better than the gross parts. So ear is there, can't hear. So what is the use of this ear? So the hearing is better than the gross ear. Hearing ability, HEAR is more important than EAR. Only EAR is there, EAR is not there, there is no. Chakshu, same way. We don't have the vision in our eyes. What is the use of this gross element, which we have got chakshu? No use at all, right? So same here. Thus he enjoys a particular sense object. So sense objects are only the root cause. Utkramantam sthitam vapi bunjanam va gunanvitam vimuda nanu pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. This we have seen so many times. Yeah, what was it? Chakshusparshanam cha, no. Yam Shama Sundaram Achinta Gunaswarupam Premanjana Churita Chakshu Vilochanena. Premanjana Churita Chakshu. That's what here it is saying. Chakshushaha. Jnana Chakshushaha. Utkramantam Sthitam Vapi. The foolish people cannot understand how a living entity can put his body. If they know, they will only think of the Lord. Antakanecha mameva svaranamikta kalevaramya priyatishcha matbhavam. Not yet. Atra asamshaya. Krishna told. The soul will come to me when whatever, if the soul remembers me at the time of leaving the body. But we don't have that knowledge. So we don't know how to quit the body. Now, can they understand what sort of body he enjoys under the spell of the mode of nature? We are enjoying the Prakriti. But like Lord, I should enjoy like Prakriti nature with thinking. Yesterday we saw proprietorship, then controllership, then the enjoyership. Proprietorship, karmis have. I do it. Jnanis have controllership. And the yogis have enjoyership. So we all are. Some karmis think, I am the owner of this material nature and they exploit. Yogis, what they will think? I have to enjoy this. They have the enjoyership. Karmis will think I am the proprietor. No one can ask me. So like that, they spoil the nature. These people, yogis, they think material nature is only for me. The Lord has created. I must enjoy. Like that, everybody is spoiling this material nature. So nor can they understand what sort of body he is enjoying under the spell of modes of nature. Sattva, Raja, Tamo. Under three modes, whatever body they want to enjoy, they will enjoy. All depends on Yam Vyapi Smarana Bhavam. Whatever the soul thinks at the time of it leaving the body, same yoni it will get. If it gets the same yoni, it will be given a same body, it will be given the same senses, it will be given the same sense organs, everything, and it will enjoy. But one whose eyes are trained, that is why Jnana Chakshu. They only can see the Paramatma residing in our heart. So for that we need the Prema Anjana Churita Chakshu. Okay. So that, yeah, to understand any problem, a car has stopped him. So many mechanics may come and see. They will only take the money and go. To exactly understand what problem this machine has got, what do we need? That chakshu, that vision, which can just rule out the problem. So same type of, the problem is what? Gunas. Because of the gunas, we are bound. Visana mamivamsha jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanaga managa shashtan indriyani prakristani karshati. Prakriti, because of the material nature, these eyes are attracted by the sense objects in the material nature. Mango, I want to have mango. You know that one story you all might have heard. A person somehow in the forest, he was roaming around, whatever happened. He came near a tree. And somehow there was a small water pool. So he saw, oh, he had to cross over the water pool and he saw a snake there. So he wanted to jump and go to the other side. So he held that branch. After holding the branch, he saw so many beehives. They are there and it is biting him. So he saw what has happened. He saw at the top what is that? Branch is breaking. So if it breaks fully, he will fall down where snake is there. Or tiger is there, whatever it is. But what I'm trying to say is, in that situation also, from the beehive, honey will be dropping. Forgetting everything, he will show his tongue. This honey has to fall on my tongue. That is what is a material desire. We forget what we go through. Karshati, Prakriti Stanir, Karshati. So to understand, identify the real problem, we need the Jnana Chakshu. Only then we will be in a position to understand the real problem. The endeavoring transcendentalist who is situated in the self-realization can see all this clearly. Self-realized souls. Who are the self-realized soul? I am not this body. I am the soul. Where from I have come? From the Goloka. What is my duty, objective of my life? To go back to Godhead. So one who knows all these things, they are self-realized. They are transcendental. They are not transcendental. That is Vishuddha Sattva. Or we say, no, transcendental body, transcendental living beings. So living beings, there is one word for that. Nitya Siddha. Transcendental. They also do seva to the Lord. But where? In the spiritual world. But those who are not situated in self-realize, I am this body, my hand, my nose, everything belongs to me. I want to enjoy everything. Those people cannot see what is taking place, though they may try to. Two birds we saw, I remember, the bird is enjoying the fruit without knowing, without, realizing that the hunter is beginning to kill me. So the Paramatma bird is so pitying. Why the soul is not able to understand that danger is there? Ayur Harati Vaipum Sam, that death is standing in front of us. Udaye, sun, when the sun set takes place, one day from our lifespan comes down. Is it not? Similarly, when the Astamanam, in the evening, when the sun sets also, we have to think like that. The death is standing in front of me. When will I reach? When will I go to my Supreme Father? This is a beautiful verse. Gama Vishayacha Bhutani. Dharayam Aham Ojasa. Dhara means thread. In Telugu, Kannada, everywhere, I think dhara they say. Thread. Kair. Okay, dharayam aham ojasa. Oh, Arjuna, I have held all these planets with one thread. Okay, Pushnami Chausadi Sarvaga Somu Bhutva Rasatmakaha. See, in the 9th chapter also we saw. Tetam Gatva Swargalokam Vishalam Chine Punya. Before that, there was one verse, no? Before that verse. There, everybody says, Somarasa. Somarasa, if we drink, we will not die. So everyone is looking for Somarasa. But they do not know that even after drinking the Somarasa, they have to come back to this material world. Why? Whatever Punya Phala they have taken, once the account gets nullified, zero. There we can't deposit. We can only withdraw. When can we deposit? If we are able to do karma. In the Devalokas, we can't do the karma at all. Everything what you desire in your mind only, without endeavoring, it comes. That is why we all have that desire. What I want, I want. This quality we brought from there only. Now you understand why the desire is there. Every living being, that natural instinct is to desire. One cannot stop. Okay, Pushnami Chauchadi Sarvaga Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha. I enter into each planet. Who enters into each planet? That is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. My energy, they stay in orbit. Yeah, because of my instruction, all these planets are standing. It looks as if they are standing. Who is holding them? It looks like that. I become the moon and thereby supply juice of life to all vegetable. The moon gives life, cool. Same way, if moon is not there, the taste will not be there in the anything what we eat. Because of the moon, the taste comes. Sun only gives the heat and light, chlorophyll, right? That photosynthesis. But moon is very essential to give the taste and this juice, rasa. In our stomach also, we have this. What? The juice of digesting element. That is known as Vaishvanara Agni. Akam Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashitaha. I am seated in the Praninam, living entity, in their Deha. Okay? Prana Pana Samayuktaha Pacham Yannam Chaturvidam. They eat Chaturvida food. They eat 4 types of food, which can be sucked, which has to be licked, which is chewed, and which is, so what is that? Liquid, chewable, biteable, and tearable. So Chaturvida, 4 types of food. One is sucked, one is drunk, another one is bitten and eaten, another one is swallowing. Yeah, yes, 4 types of food we eat. So all these 4 types of food need prana apana. Prana, apana, 5 types of air circulates in our body. Prana, apana, udana, vidana, samana. There are actually 10. 5 are very prime. 5 are very, very important, without which we cannot survive. Prana, if prana is not there, how will we survive? If prana, apana, both are not there, food will not digest. So that's what. Prana, apana, samayuktaha, pacham yannam chaturvidam. Because of this prana, we are able to digest the food what we eat. Chaturvida food we eat. Okay? I am the fire of digestion in every living body, and I am the air of life, outgoing and incoming, by which I digest the 4 kinds of food stuff. So air is very essential to digest the food. If the air is not there, food cannot be digested. Okay. So how Lord is important, he is saying. The fire is none other than the Lord himself. Fire, Panchamahabhuta, the Lord himself. Sir, this also by heart. Sarvasya chagam hridi sannivishto mattaha smritirgyanam apohanam cha vedaishcha sarvairagame vidyo vedanta kridveda videva chagam. Now see, sarvasya chagam hridi sannivishto, whether you like it or not, I am seated in everybody's heart. Kridi Sanni Vishto. I am seated in everybody's heart. Mataga Smriti Jnanam Poganamcha. From me comes Smriti, memory, Jnanam, knowledge, Apoham, forgetfulness. So from me only everybody gets the memory and forgetfulness as well as Jnanam, as well as the knowledge. Vedaisha Sarve Rahameva Vedo. I am the four Vedas. I am the, Krishna is saying he is the four Vedas. Who compiled this? Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa again the expansion of Lord himself. Vedaisha Sarve Rahameva Vedyo Vedanta Kritveda Videva Chagam. So that because of me, the four Vedas exist. Vedanta Kritveda Videva Chagam. So under my instructions, Krishna is saying everything is controlled, you can say. Sarvasya chagam hridi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnanam apoganam cha vedaishta sarve ragameva vedyo vedanta kritveda videva chagam. I am seated in everybody's heart. From me comes the knowledge, memory, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of all Vedas. I only did it. Vedavyasa is an expansion of Lord himself. Yeah. There are two classes of people. One is a fallible, another one is infallible. Fallible means one falls down. Who falls down? After doing lot of austerities also, something which is prohibited if you do, we fall down. Okay, so falling down means doing what is prohibited. That is known as falling down. So one who does only what is recommended is fallible, one who does not, infallible. So in the material world, every living entity is fallible. And in the spiritual world, every living entity is infallible. So they don't fall down, and in the spiritual world, everything falls down. Why they don't fall down? Because they are in Vishuddha Sattva. So beyond Vishuddha Sattva, there is one Sattva that is known as the Vasudeva Sattva. That is Param, superlative degree. Nothing beyond him. Okay, Hare Krishna. One more verse is also here. Just a moment. Yeah. Besides these two, fallible and infallible, there is the greatest living personality. So, fallible living entity, infallible living entity, and one supreme personality of Godhead. The Lord himself, who has entered into these words and is maintaining them. So, Lord maintains every living entity, right? The Lord is only maintaining. The Lord only knows when the soul has to leave the body, when the soul has to take a body. Everything the Lord only will decide. Yasmat Aksharam Atitokam. So I am the Aksharam. I never fall down. I am the most infallible one. Atitoham Aksharad Chotapi. Atosmi Loke Vedescha Pratita Purushottama. O Purushottama. So third type is Purushottama. So fallible Chuta, Achuta, Uttama. Chuta, Achuta, me and you. Fallible. And infallible, all those who are already liberated souls. Who are liberated souls, who are in Vishuddha Sattva, who are not subject to three modes of material nature. They are Vishuddha Sattva people. I am celebrated both in this world and in the Veda as that supreme. So that everybody worships me. Who? Whether the fallible or infallible, according to their ability, capacity, they worship me. The last verse will be coming. See, this is a very important picture. All the devatas, any problem they have, they run to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. Is it not? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Parvati will ask Brahma, Shiva also. Oh, Shivaji, you always keep meditating. On whom you are meditating, he tells that one. That Supreme Personality of Godhead, where is he? He is everywhere. Specifically, if you want to see, He is showing just in that place you see. Whatever he says, the Lord will be there, is it not? Same way, see, but he has to give the, what do you call, he has to give the Prema Anjana Churita. Only then you'll be able to understand him. Similarly, Brahma keeps on meditating. Brahma also keeps on meditating on Vishnu. In fact, where Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was cursed, no? He was hearing the Bhagavatam. All the Devatas also came there and sat down to hear, listen to the Bhagavatam. That time, the Devatas are asking Parikshit Maharaj, don't worry, we will give you lots of Somarasa. You drink the Somarasa, you will not die at all. But Parikshit Maharaj said, no. If somebody has cursed me, that has to take place. I will not, he says. This is a very important verse once again, because again one more secret. Yomam evam Yomam evam sammodo janati purushotamam sa sarvavid bhajatiman sarva bhavena bharata. Yomam evam asammodo. One who ever knows me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead without any doubt. What will happen? They will come to me. That means it is to be understood that he is the knower of everything. So is the knower of everything, who knows that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the ultimate. Nothing can, nothing beyond him, nothing equal to him. And therefore he engages himself in full devotional service. So what is devotional service? Doing, surrendering under the lotus feet of the Lord, or doing some Siddhir Haritoshanam. If we do what he will be pleased, we have to do that. Again, what is another word for devotional service? Akarma. 3 types of karma: sakarma, sakama karma, nishkama karma, and akarma, devotional service. Big karma, prohibited activities. Action, inaction, forbidden action. So we all have to do devotional service. How to do? Meditate upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not able to? No problem. Whenever we remember, meditate. That also not possible. Do everything you do, and then you say, Krishna, you are the one who has given the key. Till the time you run this toy, you run. Surrendering everything under. See, there was, what is the time? Oh, time exceeded. Okay, so this is one Ragasyam. Means, what is that? We saw no secret, more secret, most secret. Same way, this is another secret. So you should not ask, Mataji, the most secret you told in 9th chapter. That was for Bhakti Yoga. Now we are talking about the most secret in Jnana Yoga. So what is the most secret? There he told in the 9th chapter, Manmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mami Vaishasi Satyam Te Mami Vaishyasim Yuktva Atmanam Matparayanam. 2 times he has said, no? Mami Vaishasi Yuktvaitvam Atmanam Matparayanam. Everybody has to surrender to me, pay obeisances unto me. That was in Bhakti Yoga. How to do bhakti. Here it is Jnana Yoga. So he says devotional service is the only knowledge one has to attain. What is that? Samsiddhir Haritoshanam. This is the most confidential part of the Vedic scripture. So this is the last verse. So this most confidential, what is most confidential? Do devotional service and to my lotus feet. O sinless one, and it is disclosed now by me. Whoever understands this will become wise, and his endeavors will know perfection. So what is this? Why do we have to surrender? Why do we have to pay obeisances? Why do we have to do devotional service? Because, see, he is the one who has given us a sun, light, moon, everything. Because our sun, we can eat. No sun, we can't eat. Moon, because of the moon, we have the juice in the fruits. Otherwise, it will not be. Same way. He has tied all the planets. They look as if somebody is holding. He is saying, Dharayam yaga mojasa. He himself told, no, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. I am the digesting fire in your belly. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. Praninam Degam Ashitaha. I am seated in your body in the name of Vaishwanara. Helps to digest the 4 types of food what you eat. Natad Basete Suryo Nasachanko Pavakaha. He says, in my abode, no sun is needed. But in this material world, I have given you sun and moon. So that Supreme Personality of God who has given us everything. Don't you think it is our foremost responsibility to do devotional service to Him? And devotional service is the only formula through which we can attain Him, through which we can go to Him. Because who can do devotional service? Who has transcended from at least from Tamoguna to Rajoguna. They can only start doing devotional service. But it is a beginning. But one who has transcended to that Sattva Guna, they can do unmotivated ahaituki apratihata. Savai pumsam parodar mu yato shaktir adokshaje. Ahaituki apratihata edatma suprasidati. That for the complete satisfaction of the soul, what do? Ahaituki apratikata, unmotivated and uninterrupted devotional service, they do unto my lotus feet. Krishna said, right? Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This chapter and 15th and 12th. Well, chapter, again, devotion. Who is a devotee? Arjuna asked, no, who is a devotee? How can I identify him? So all those people, what we saw, Samaha, Chatru, Mitro, Shita, Ushna, all those people we saw. If you do devotion, the Lord only told, I will help you to cross this material ocean. But here, in 15th chapter, he is saying, why should you do devotional service to me? What is the need to do devotional service to me? Why I am superior? Paramam, Sena Parandama. Why my Dham is superior? Why do you have to come to me? Why can't you live here? So there is no sun, moon, everything, nothing. You don't have to do activity at all. You will have the best opportunity to serve the Supreme. So do you want to come there? He is asking. Do you all want to go there? I am asking. Yes. Hare Krishna. You all recite this verse. What is that? Sarvasya chagam hridi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnana apohanam cha. Sarvasya chagam hridi sannivishto mattaha smritir jnanam apoham namcha. Smriti, memory. Jnanam, knowledge. Apoham, forgetfulness. So the Lord only gives us all these things. So we have to surrender unto Him here. Sarvasya chakam hridi sannivishto mattaga smritir jnanam apoham namcha. He is a compiler of all Vedas. He has given us Veda. Without Veda, with Vedas only we do lot of prohibited activity. Without Veda, we can imagine. Kali Yuga has come. People are not going to believe in Vedas also. Anna? Okay, Vedaishcha sarvair ahameva vedyo Vedanta kridveda videva chaham. Okay, Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji's, Prabhuji's. Anybody having any doubt? Actually, there is yesterday, do you remember why we are born here? Why we came from there? One phrase I said. Lording over the material nature. Lording over the Prakriti. We had this intention in our mind. This Prakriti belongs to me. The Lord has created such a wonderful Prakriti. I am the proprietor, I am the owner, I am the enjoyer. That slightest thought came, Lord sent us here. So lording over the nature. Okay, we are here. Today, what is that one? Why we are here? What is that we saw? Because Hare Krishna, 15th chapter, what you have to remember is, whatever activities we do, it is samsiddhir haritoshanam. One more is there, Krishna says. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He says, no? No, I'm not remembering. I'll tell you. Before you ask any doubt, those who have got any doubt.
The slightest envious nature
Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna has taken lot many incarnations, right? Avatar. But Krishna, when he came as Krishna, he himself came. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. In one of the verse in the third canto, I think, in Bhagavatam, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, it says, when the atheist, to annihilate the atheist, the other avatars take place. But to protect the theist, the Lord himself comes. And we know the reason. Sarva dharman parityajya mamikam sharanam vraja paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya chas dushkritam. But still, Krishna says, I come millennium after millennium. I myself comes once in order to protect my devotees. Hare Krishna.